Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Maheshwari. So today is day 21 of my 365 days challenge. So let's start day 21. Fuller might have said, these very smart young people were selected and trained by those running grunge. Stephen Brill went on to say, as my generation of achievers graduated from elite universities and moved into the professional world, their personal successes often have serious societal consequences. On to prep schools. The part of the rich dad story not told is that my rich classmates went on to a private prep school after Riverside School, not public middle and high schools like Rich Dad's son, and I did. Most went to Hawaii Preparatory Academy, 80 miles away on the big island of Hawaii. Some went to Punahou School on the island of Oahu, where Barack Obama attended. The future president was one of those inky boys and girls, like Stephen Brill. Young Barry Obama, as he called, went on from Panau, eventually making it to Harvard Law, and then on to become President of the United States, a path similar to the ones of President Bill Clinton and George W. Bush. When I asked my poor dad if I could go to a prep school, he said, we are not rich and it would be politically correct if the superintendent of public education son went to a private prep school, while my rich classmates went on to prep school. Rich dad's son and I joined the students from across the state and went to a Hilo Intermediate School and Hilo High School. The good news was that I could surf every day. Hilo High also had one of the most powerful football teams in the state, and I love playing football. We kicked Hawaii prep, but every time we played my former classmates. And the best news was Mike and I became apprentices to Rich Dad after school, and on weekends we gained real business and financial education all through intermediate school and high school. Among our elementary schoolmates who went on to prep school, the story of Rich Dad Poor Dad begins when I was 9 years old, attending Riverside School, an elementary school for rich kids. The poor and middle class kids went to school directly across the street as at Hilo Union School. Being in a school for rich kids caused me to wonder why some kids were rich and I was poor. In the 4th grade, surrounded by rich kids, I raised my hand and asked my 4th grade teacher, when will we learn about money? When her reply was, we don't teach the subject of money in school. My lifelong study began, as they say. The rest is history. It was my poor dad, the head of education for the state of Hawaii, who informed me he could only teach what the government allowed him to teach. If I wanted to learn about money, he advised me to talk to my best friend's father, who became a rich dad. And so the story of Rich Dad Poor Dad began, a story about real financial education from a real teacher. Among our elementary school classmates who went on to a prep school, many graduated from Stanford, Dartmouth, Yale and other prestigious elite universities. School for a enlightened future elite. Serious societal consequences. Stephen Brill went on to state of his generation of achievers. They created an economy built on deals that moved assets around instead of building new ones. Translation: the elites got rich creating fake assets but did not grow the economy. That is, they did not create high-paying jobs. Your questions, Robert answers. How would we solve the financial education of the United States? Where do we start? Do we start with putting the US dollar back on the gold standard? Do we eliminate derivatives and fake assets first? How can we stop the gross universal cash heist? These are all questions. I had similar questions when I was younger. The more I studied Bucky Fuller and the cash heist, generalized principle is the emergence of emergency. That means there will be emergency before anything changes. If you look at the word emergency, you will notice the word emerge. Emerge is a root word. Fuller thought of a class that the next evolution of humanity would occur in of the coming emergency. Thank you.